Hello, this is Brian again. So I'm making my way down. So far so good. Getting closer to that exposed spot over there, which looks like a nice trail cut or something. I think I must have followed. I probably shouldn't have followed the PCT. Most people I've read their blogs or their postings on Peakbagger say this is barely even a hike. But the way I came, it sure was a hike. It's a short one, but definitely a pretty gnarly chaparral wade. Wading through the chaparral was really crazy. Ow. I'm getting much closer to that trail or whatever that is there. I think that might be the typical Peakbagger's ascent route. Typical Peakbagger.com user ascent route. I think is up that. This right here is very followable. This actually feels like being on a use trail. And it did for a while the way I went up. But then again, it petered out and it was just a free-for-all cross-country climb. I'm almost at the spot right now. I think this part here also branches off near the base of where I started. Yeah, because I'm almost there already. Barely took me. I started hiking about a minute or two before I started filming this stretch here. So, I think this is it right here. I think this is what I should have ascended in the first place. Because most people are making it off to be like a really piece of cake little hike. I think that's an old rock duck right there that might have collapsed. So the way I went up was the insane way. Followed the PCT around the side of this for quite a while. So I was wondering, because I remember looking at the imagery on Google Earth, and there was a big wide dirt track, which I assumed was the base of the PCT near the trailhead, but I assumed wrong. It's this here. You follow this old dirt road up to there to where it crests, and then you just find that fallen rock duck, and you just kind of just zigzag around the shrubs a little bit. It's actually quite followable for the most part. So this ended up being a lot more of an adventure than I had planned, and a much longer hike than I had planned. I thought this was just going to be a short up and down. Oh well, no regrets. I found it navigationally. I did fine. Shows myself that I do have decent cross-country skills. Yeah, great. I think this is just a matter of following this back down. I think to the road. But yeah. So, unless you want to do a more challenging version of this, which some people might, or some who would probably fancy doing a longer version to make you feel like you earned it more than just a quick little walk up a road and end up the east slope of the hill. I mean, go for it if you can manage to do it safely. Mountain. So the way down, it's going to be a lot easier, a lot more relaxing. The way up, a lot more relaxing. Point, little scenic view spot. That's called Kwaaymii Rd, that little spur road, and that's coming from the highway, Sunrise Hwy, San Diego County S1. And I don't think this is part of Cleveland National Forest, because when I parked at the base there, it was saying BLM land, Bureau of Land Management. So and I know part of the way here, you actually cut through a piece of Anza-Borrego Desert State Park. So I've done Garnet Peak, now I did Garnet Mountain. Yeah, this would have been an extremely easy hike had I forked off and went up this instead. It would have been a much easier hike. But I made a little balloon loop out of it, so oh well. Made it up, made it down in one piece. It's all part of the adventure sometimes. Sometimes you take the road less traveled to find some interesting stuff. Now, like I said, for a while it was getting to be pretty not fun. Another horned lizard. Look at that beautiful lizard. Another Phrynosoma. That's got to be Phrynosoma blainvillei. That's the second one of the day. Look at that beautiful lizard. That is gorgeous. Wow. Second horned lizard of the day. That was so beautiful. That is so awesome. A little herpetological excitement made this even better. But yeah, I think it's getting close to the point of where I'm gonna probably end the day's adventure and probably start heading back towards home. Crack open a can of Coca-Cola and chug out for a while. Yeah, this is a much easier descent. Really glad that I found this from the top of Garnet Mountain. Is now for anybody who wants to do it without scraping up as much, we'll follow the route I went down. Kind of head eastish down. You'll find some passageways in the chaparral, and eventually you'll find a little bit of a used trail. And then you'll find it'll be pretty well followable until you meet this road. You just get on this road, and I'm almost back at the car already. It's coming up pretty soon. You can see it over the top of the bushes. Wow, yeah. Get up to the top, didn't get hurt, didn't get bit by a rattlesnake. Didn't have any calamity. And made more of an adventure than it normally would be for most people climbing Garnet Mountain. Alright, so here's the gate. I guess there's a gate over here. No more vehicular traffic. Ooh, hollyleaf redberry. Rhamnus ilicifolia. Completely full. And it's red fruit. Beautiful. Alright. Around the shrubs over here. I'm going to have to do one more small push of bushwhacking before I'm out of here. Not too much. Not too bad. Here I am. Kwaaymii Point Road. Kwaaymii Road. There's where I'm parked. So, for anybody wanting easier hike, follow this up, and at that crest, branch off, and you should find a fairly followable path to get up there. If you don't want to go through a crazy chaparral wade. Let's take a look at this kiosk over here. This is Bureau of Land Management, BLM land over here. So this is neither Denver Desert State Park nor Cleveland National Forest. Just take a quick look at it. This could be a worthy climb today too. I see pathways going up there, but who knows? They might end up like my climb up Garnet Mountain. So I went the long way. I took the PCT around the east side of the mountain, and then I broke trail from PCT instead of from there. So yeah, that's some BLM land right here. I'm not that far from Cleveland National Forest, obviously. So here's a PCT. This is where I went. Went up this way a little bit. Then I broke off in Garnet Mountain, somewhere about here in between. There's a plant I gotta do a spotlight on one day. Agave deserti variety deserti. Desert agave. Huh. Pretty cool. There's an interpretive panel over here. Ooh, it points out peaks. Alright. Oh yeah, I already knew that was granite over there. Of course it's Whale Peak. Whale Peak Wilderness. Okay. Yep. Garnet Peak's over there. So that's Cottonwood Canyon. So down there, that's Cottonwood Canyon. Okay. Learned a little something new. Pretty neat. Well, I think that's going to do this for my Garnet Mountain hike. Definitely I'll have to film a hike up the Garnet Peak. You can either do that from the Garnet Peak Trail along Sunrise Hwy for a shorter hike, or you could do it for a little bit longer hike from where I did it at Penny Pines Trailhead. Took the PCT to the Garnet Peak Trail. A little bit longer, probably not that much more difficult. But that's going to do it for this adventure. Thanks for watching my Garnet Mountain adventure, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching and have a good one.